Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a course on C programming language. In this course, I'm going to cover very basics of the language which anyone can learn. Anyone. I'm going to cover very basics of the language. Even the student of other branches can also learn C language. Okay? Let us start with the language. Basically, what is C? You might have heard many times about C, right? C, C++, Java. What is C actually? C is a language, right? So, language means, let us see first what is meant by language. We all are aware of the language, right? Language we are aware of are, example, everyone is aware of the language such as Marathi, English, then Hindi, all these etc. These languages are known to everyone. Why we use language? What is language actually? Language is a way of communication. It is used for communication, right? Language is used for communication, which means it is used for communication among people. We use these languages. Let's say it is used for communication among people. Similarly, C is C is also language. So this is also a communication. So this is also used for communication. Now, where it is used? Do we really use among people? We use C language? No. It is used for communication among user and computer. This is used for communication among user and computer. Now, let us take an example of Marathi. This language, this is a language, right? It is used for communication among, as I said, for two people. Two people uses Marathi for the communication. Let's say person A wants to communicate with person B. Both can communicate if they are aware of the language. Common language. Common language. Let's say A wants to communicate with B. If A knows Marathi, B knows Marathi, then communication is okay. Both can speak, both can write, both can understand Marathi, they can communicate. But example, assume ki person A knows Marathi and person B doesn't know Marathi. Then in that case, is it possible to have a communication? No. In order to have a communication among the two people, both of them should know the same language. Okay? Both of them should know same language. If they are not aware of the same language, then example, let's say person A knows Telugu, suppose, right? And person B doesn't know Telugu. Now both of them wants to communicate. Then what happens is there comes a mediator. You might have heard about mediator, translator. It is also called as translator, right? So person A speaks Telugu, person B speaks Marathi. Then if they both wants to communicate, then there should be a mediator, which Telugu should be converted into Marathi and Marathi should be converted into Telugu. Who does this conversion? Mediator does this conversion. Mediator, translator. Why translator is used? Because Telugu is not understood by person B and person A doesn't understand Marathi. In that case, he speaks in Telugu, translator will translate it into Marathi, and then he will understand whatever he speaks in Marathi, translator will translate into Telugu, and both of them can communicate. Any queries? The same analogy can be used with computers. Like, let's say I have C language. C is a language, as I said. Similar to this example, we will see C is a language. It is used, as I said, it is used for communication among person or user, and this is user and computer. Now this is very basic general knowledge ki what is the language of computer. It is binary language. What is the language that computer understands? Binary language. Do we really understand binary language? If we want to communicate with the computer, we must know binary language, then only we can communicate, so that whatever we are speaking, computer can understand. Computer can understand only one language, that is binary. So do we really speak binary language? No. Why we do not speak binary? Because binary was a difficult language. Learning binary was difficult. Now we, user means we people, the developer we can say, or user means a client we can say. So we do not know the language of the computer, and computer do not know the language of the user. We speak English, so it is not known to the computer. Actually, whatever the data is stored, file is stored in a computer, it is first converted into binary and then it is stored on a computer. So meaning is, we do not understand the language of computer, computer do not understand the language of the user. So there should be what? There should be a translator. Translator will translate this into, there should be a middle way, and middle way is our C language. Okay. So learning binary was a difficult task. Therefore the next languages came, such as Algol was there, then we are having B language, and then we came with a C language. So C is a fundamental language, fundamental language for other remaining languages such as C++, Java, Python, PHP, and so on. Okay. So what is C? C is a language for communication among user and computer. User do not understand our language, sorry, computer's language, and computer do not understand user's language. Therefore there is a midway, and that midway is nothing but C language. Now therefore we are learning C language. Now the question is, if we are learning C language, does computer understand C language? Because anyways we are going to communicate with the computer, therefore we are learning C language, means computer should understand C language, then only we can communicate with the computer. Correct. But the problem is, computer cannot understand C language. Okay. So therefore the mediator is there, and that mediator is nothing but what? Compiler. So C language we are learning. This C language is converted into binary language, and who does this task? Compiler does this task. Compiler does this task. Okay. So what is C language, or why we are learning this C language? We understood, right? So in order to communicate with computer, we are learning C language. C language is not understood by the computer, but there are programs. What is compiler? For now, just remember, it is just a program which converts C language into binary language. Since binary language is known to the computer, now computer can understand binary language. Now the next question is, why someone wants to, we'll see, why someone wants to communicate with a computer. Now you understood why we are learning C. Why C? Because if you want to communicate, if user wants to communicate with the computer, we are using C language. C we are learning, and computer can understand binary. This conversion can be done by using compiler. So now it is possible to communicate with computer. We learn C, and then this C can be converted into binary by using this compiler, and binary can be understood by the computer. Therefore now it is possible to have communication with user, between user and computer. Now why someone wants to communicate with computer? Reason is, we have already seen computers were discovered for solving complex engineering problems, right? So in order to solve solve any problem by using computer, to solve any problem by using computer, we must, by using computer we must give instructions to the computer so that it will act and perform the instructions, it will perform the task. Therefore, why someone wants to communicate with the computer? To solve a problem, to solve complex engineering problems by using computers. Therefore, we will have to communicate with computer. And how can we communicate? By using languages. Those are those are called as programming languages. Okay, those are called as programming languages. What are the examples then? We learn basic language, that is C. We are having C++, we are having Java, we are having Python, we are having PHP, and so on, right? So there are many languages which are used for communication, and these are communication among user and computer, and these are called as programming languages. I hope you have understood two points today. That is, what is C language or why it is used? Why C is used? What is the answer? It is used for communication with computer. And why someone wants to communicate with computer? Why? Why to communicate with computer? In order to solve, in order to solve, communicate with computer. Why to communicate with computer? To solve huh? complex, to solve complex engineering problems by using complex engineering problems by using computers. I hope you understood. Let us using computer. I hope you understood these two questions today. Let us stop for today. For the next video, if you like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.